Hello, I'm Denzil Smith. I met this gentleman here at this Jahangir Art Gallery today. I'd come here to visit one of my friends who's a photographer, and he also had come to visit him, and then I happened to say hello to him, and then we became friends over a cup of tea, and that's how it is. And as I was talking to him, I came to know that he's from the music line, and I narrated to him how the little that I know about music. I told him what difficulties I had right from the year 1972 in learning music, and there was I asked so many people who knew about music, and I wanted to learn just a little bit, learn what you call is how to read music, how to change the chords in a guitar. These things, when I asked those people who around me who knew a little bit, they would tell me, no, this is a very difficult thing. You have to spend a lot of money. You require a lot of practice. You have to go to college to learn this, Trinity College of London and whatnot. Since I didn't have the kind of money or the time or the patience or the other things required to go to a college and study there, I left it for that time. And after years together, maybe in after about 20-30 years, I came across one man. I forget his name. He was a Punjabi. I happened to be teaching in a yoga school. The name of the school is Ambika Yoga Kutir. It was then known as that. It was known by that name. And there, this man had come to learn yoga, and we became friends on the way. And I heard him humming a few songs as we were walking together. Then I said, you're singing quite well, and you're singing very well. I wish I could sing like that. And then I told him, I only know the sarigama. How do you say the other things? Then he told me, I'll teach you. Then I explained to him how difficult it is when I tried to join the schools. You see, and he told me that it is that most people are not willing to show you, even if they know a little bit. They have I don't know what it is, but they just don't want to show. He said, but I'll teach you in no time. So I started. I told him how I sing. I told him how I said. So the way I was singing sarigama, I narrated to him the sarigama. Shall I sing it to you now? I am singing it now. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. I told him this is all I know. Then he encouraged me, and then he told me, I'll teach you something further. I said, okay. So he started singing to me, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So here you are, a person who didn't know anything was taught this lesson in just 5 minutes in a small little gully. Yeah, in fact, the gully was a place where people wouldn't even go through, wouldn't care to walk through. It wasn't a place where people would stand and learn. But I had no other alternative. I stood and learned this in a matter of say 5 to 15 minutes. And I'm very grateful to that man, though I don't remember his name and I can't find that man now. I went to his house a couple of times, and he had the harmonium. His wife also would welcome me. His son also was there. That was way back, I think about 15 years back. And then after that, I met one lady I happened to go to Hyderabad, and I met one lady by the name of Ambila, I forget her surname. She was a Telugu speaking lady, and from her, I learnt more about the music. And she's a person who would encourage people even if they couldn't sing. And from there, she would lift them up to a level where they could start singing. And that was very wonderful of her. I don't have her number right now with me. I kept it in another mobile which stopped working, and so I have lost touch with her. So, and as it is, she never picks up the calls, but she was a great lady who taught us a few things. And that particular time, I was only interested in Western songs, especially Slim Dusty songs. And then she taught me how to appreciate the Indian music. She first taught me the basics of Hindustani music, and then I got interested in Carnatic music. I'm on the way still, just at the basics, still trying to learn. And so, my dear friends, what I feel is that anybody who wants to learn may have had ups and downs like me. Like you see, way back in 1972, I wanted to learn, and that time nobody came forward to teach me. In fact, they would do everything in their power to discourage me. But I was able to do things by myself, and after 50 years, I'm meeting people on the road, and they are encouraging me, and that gives me a kind of a feeling where I feel I'm appreciated and I want to do much more. So, my dear friends, whosoever is interested in music, please try this. I would suggest that you take up either Hindustani or better still Carnatic music. The ABC of it, if you learn, you'll go a great way in learning music. And if you know that particular, especially Carnatic music, you'll be able to sing anything, anywhere. Western songs will be very easy to sing if you know how to take the pitch high and low and things like that. It will be so very easy. So, and my dear friends, you will come across people who will discourage you all the time. Since I've been talking about discouragement, I want to tell you something, a story. What happened was, there was a person who told me that, see, at that time I was around 55. He said, see, you taking to music is not going to help you. You cannot go a long way in that. I said, I don't want to go a long way, I just want to go a short way. But he kept on telling me that is only for children, that is not for people like you, and you cannot learn at this age. But I refused to get discouraged. So he said, see, even if you want to learn, you cannot afford the instruments because they cost you 25,000 and you are penniless. And since the person who was talking to me sometimes used to help me with money, so quite often he used to help me with money, so I couldn't say anything against that. So I said, please don't discourage me. But he was put out with that. But what I did was, I said I may not be able to buy a piano or that, what do you call that, those, whatever you call it, those small little things that you have, those what you the small pianos. So what I did was I seen one fellow on the road selling that flutes. So I bought that for 30 rupees. I sat on the computer and learned to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And in 3 days I was able to play it. So afterwards I started playing Twinkle Twinkle Star in the presence of this person. And I said, I don't have money to buy a piano, but at least this I could learn. And in 3 days, so in 3 days, if I could learn to play the Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars, so in 3 months' time, if I have the right training and I read the right meet the right people, I imagine I can do a lot better. So friends, be like me. If you are discouraged, if you meet the right people, you will come you will go a long way to get to become a good singer. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thank you very much.